Function composition. Here we see an example of functions calling other functions. H calls both f and g calls f, and f just computes a value and returns it. So what happens when we call h of 1? Well, we have a nice tool to help us with that. It's this visualize tool, which we will use. Here's our code, and visualize shows us step by step what's going on. First, we simply define f, g, and h. After those definition calls, we have f, g, and h defined to be these functions. Finally, we're going to actually call h of 1. When we call h of 1, here we are, h and z is now 1. There you see it. What happens next is interesting. We get in here, and we're going to evaluate this expression with z equal to 1. Well, when you call f of g of something, which do you compute first, the f or the g? In algebra, you learn to compute the inner function first, and it's the same thing here. You're going to compute g first. Now, g also has an inner function because we're calling g of 1 comma f of 2. So you call the f of 2 first. So the first thing we're going to do is call f of 2. We get inside this expression. There's our f of 2, which returns 20. This expression here will be replaced with 20. And now we're going to call, when we come back, by the way, here we go. We come back. It returns 20. And then we call g of, well, z is still 1, so 1 comma 20. There it is, 1 comma 20. This is going to call f of 3. There it is, w is 3, returns 30. There's our return of 30, which got us back to g, which is going to return 30 plus that original 20. So there's our 50. It's going to come back up here. This is going to be replaced with 50, and we're going to go right back into f of 50. And there we are, f of 50, which returns 500, which is, in fact, the final result, which gets printed out. So you can practice to your heart's content because you can come here and, for instance, try, well, what would happen if we did h of 2? And, well, we have an answer. What would happen if I composed f of z? In fact, how about f of z plus 1? You can do this to your heart's content and practice until you get quite good at this. Of course, you can run it and get the answer. That's not interesting. It's tracing by hand to determine the answer, and then running it to confirm that you got it right. But that is function composition.